And there's just one rule to the subtraction of signed numbers. And that rule is, let me write a quick example. We have a 4 minus, let's say, a -1. The subtraction of signed number, here's the shortcut, and here's the rule. All you have to do is do some changing of some signs, and then you do the addition rules. So what you're going to do is this. You're going to change the sign of that second number. In this case, it's a negative. It's going to change to a positive. So it's going to be pretty much a +1 or just a regular 1. And then this sign change from negative to positive. And then this is our new problem to work on. So I'll just rewrite it. This is what we have now. A 4 plus a regular 1, and that's going to equal a 5. When we subtract signed numbers, we're going to change the signs and then do addition rules. A 5 minus 7, what does that equal to? Now we can look at this and say it's a +5 minus a +7, right? So we're going to change the signs. So this is going to be now a plus, and this, remember, this is a +7. Now you can call it a -7. And now we're going to apply the addition rules. So guess what we have now, right? Let me write this. So now we pretty much have a 5 plus a -7. So now we're back to addition rules. We converted from subtraction to addition, and now it's addition rules. And this is the addition rule of opposite signs. And remember, what was that rule? That is, we're going to find the difference between them. So it's a 5 and a 7. The difference between 5 and 7 is 2. And we're going to keep the sign of the larger number. We're just going to call them naturally larger number. 7 is naturally larger than 5. And since there's a little negative with the 7, that 7 determines the answer, the sign of the answer. So you see how we went from this to changing the signs to rewriting it. And here's our answer. So that's the little extra step, the little extra steps when we're subtracting signed numbers. And that's it. We change the sign of the minus sign and the signs of the second number. And just do addition rules. We have let's see, we got an 8 minus a -1. What does that equal to? Well, we're going to change the sign to a plus and then change this to the opposite sign also. Now what we have is just an 8 plus +1, +8 plus a +1, and that's just going to be regular addition, and that's just 9. We'll do another example. A 5 minus a -6. And what does that equal to? Well, because we're subtracting, we're going to change the sign to a plus, and then we change the sign to the second number to its opposite sign. And now what we have is pretty much a +5 plus a +6. And a 5 plus 6 is just 11. We can have a -6 minus a negative 8. And what does that equal to? Well, and I'm going to turn this sign into its opposite sign. And then this main minus is going to become plus, pretty much opposite. And now I have a negative 6 plus a positive 8. And now we use the addition rules. And the addition rules, remember, okay, so we have the addition of opposite signs. I already know, okay, this 8 is going to determine that I'm going to have a positive. So it's not going to be a negative here because the 8 is larger than the 6. So the difference between 8 and 6 is 2. That is our answer. We use the same numbers and switch around the signs a little bit, just to really drive home this point. Here's a 6 minus a negative 8. So it's the same numbers like over here, but this time is a positive 6 instead of a negative 6, because we had negative 6 minus negative 8 equal to 1. Now we have a positive 6 minus a negative 8. So what's that's going to equal to? Well, the rule is when subtracting the sign numbers, we're going to change the sign of the second number, change the sign of the subtraction sign, and now we're going to do addition rules. And just by looking at this, it's just a positive 6 plus a regular old positive 8. And that's just going to be regular old 14. So regular, normal addition. And that's basically it with subtraction of sign numbers. So when you subtract sign numbers, you're just going to change the sign of that second number, change the sign of the subtraction sign, the main subtraction sign, and then you're going to do the addition rules. The addition, if they're unlike numbers, you do the addition rules for unlike. And if they're both like in this case, they're both like, you do addition rules, and it's just, straight up 14. Here's addition rules of unlike numbers, is the difference between them, and we keep the sign of the larger number. And that's it, really. That is it. If you remember those rules, you will have no problem with sign numbers. And that is all for now.